Do you like money? If so, this is the podcast for you. Welcome to the Real Estate 401k Show with your hosts Ryan Gerdes, Mike Weinstein, and Justin Frederick, helping you build a legacy of wealth through real estate. Powered by the Real Estate 401k Group at West USA and the Frederick team with Fairway Mortgage. NMLS number 625918.
To the Real Estate 401k Show. I'm your host, Mike Weinstein, alongside Justin Frederick with Fairway Independent Mortgage. So weird not having Ryan here, and you just seem so far away.
I know. It's like we can't even touch each other.
That's okay. Yeah,
it's good.
We don't want to do that on camera, so I appreciate that. So I want to do something a little bit different on this episode. And you're going to want to go ahead and text the word offer to 623-AZ-RECON. That's offer to 623-AZ-RECON, or just type in offer in the comments section, however you're listening or viewing this episode. So every Friday, we kind of tell some stories. And so over the last couple of months, I've just kind of doing little tidbits of a couple that we've helped. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to spend the episode talking about it because we have so many buyers who are really concerned about interest rates, and they're on the fence. Mm-hmm. They're not listening to us, and unfortunately, they're leaving some great opportunities on the table. So, and then I know Haley listens to this, so
Good.
Hey, Tyler, Haley, we're going to talk about you right now.
Yeah.
But so a couple that came to, I think it was about 2 years ago. And they're like, we're thinking about buying a place and whatever.
Just poking around.
And like every couple months, maybe they'll be like, hey, let's go take a look at this. Mm-hmm. And let's, go take a look at that. Nothing ever really, really serious because, they know what they want.
They had specifics on what they wanted. There's not a lot out there for what they were wanting.
Exactly. Because they needed some space and some land. And so found this property, and he emails me. Tyler, I don't know why you don't text me. He always emails me. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to go look at this, and So I set it up.
Respects your time.
It respects the time. So, property up in New River. It's in the MLS is coming soon, so it's not active, and we wouldn't consider it as it hit the market. And so I reach out to the agent, say, hey, we want to go take a look at this Sunday. And he fires back, and list price is, I think it was like $525, and he fires back, hey, I need your buyer's financials before we show this. I'm like, bro, this is not a multi-million-dollar property. I ain't giving you shit. Do you want me to see the property or not?
You want us as a client? You want us to be a buyer or not?
Yeah. Help me help you, right? And so. So then Sunday morning he calls and starts asking some questions, and he's like, okay, I'll meet you guys at the property. I'm like, great. I hate that. But anyway, so we meet at the property. We walk in, and it's a little bit dirty. And that agent, he goes, I know it doesn't look like much. It's in rough shape. Tenant just moved out. We're trying to get it clean. We're probably overpriced. So if you like it, just shoot us an offer. And I'm like, what did you just say?
Yeah, thank you. You just opened the doors.
Your sellers should be pissed right now.
Open the doors to heaven.
And then later on, Tyler's like, is that normal? I'm like, no. So long story short, we start the negotiating room, and we get them down at the end of the day. And this is why this market is so perfect for buyers right now. We got them down and this is opening weekend now. It hasn't even been on the market for a full weekend.
Nope.
Which I always tell buyers, hey, opening weekend, we can't be too aggressive because, sellers want to play out the market.
100%.
Well,
not this one.
Yeah. So, and it's funny, the agent texts me, he goes, hey, I know you're sending over an offer. What's it going to be? And I told him, and he goes, ouch. I go, dude, I'm just following your lead.
Following orders.
So we got it down. We got it down to 500. So we've knocked off opening weekend $25K off the purchase price. And from the get-go, we negotiated $10,000 in seller concessions.
Yep.
And what we do with that is we don't necessarily always go for everything up front because we're going to leverage the inspection period. Mm-hmm. So $10,000 in seller concessions, and you did what with it?
So my strategy to this was, okay, Tyler Haley, we prepped you on what standard closing costs were going to be at 525. We also looked at the 475 and 500, and I'm like, you were expecting to pay these standard closing costs, and we all want to be payment conscious, right? So what if we applied that 10,000 just strictly to rate buy down and you paid the standard closing costs? What would this do to our payment? And so we laid that out, and they loved it. They loved it. So we took that money and applied it straight to rate buy down. We locked in a 4.375 15-year fixed.
4.375.
I mean, I haven't even heard a 4 in front of a mortgage in years. So that was so exciting, and not only a 4, but a low 4. So that was our strategy with that. And then I reiterated your plan of, hey, this is where we're starting at. Just let Mike work. Hang tight. I know it's not quite. They didn't. I don't think they really had the gut feeling like, okay, this is exactly what we wanted at this point. But then you went to work.
Yeah, and then I went to work. So then we started the inspection process, and the property was on a septic tank. Mm-hmm. And on a shared well. Mm-hmm. So it just a lot of extra layers and a lot of extra inspections that have to get out. Because when you have a shared well, the inspector's got to turn off the well. So then you've got to get authorization from every owner that's attached to the well. And then septic tanks are septic tanks.
Yep.
And so at the end of the day, long story short, we got $10,000 in seller concessions. We got the sellers approximately to give us, through all of these negotiations, another $18,000. And that $18,000 then covered their closing costs.
Their standard closing costs.
Standard closing costs. So they're only coming to the table with their down payment.
Correct.
A new roof.
A new roof.
And a bunch of extra money that's going to be used. And then some money set aside because there was a few issues with the well. And so they're going to have some money with that. We also got because it had termites in the garage, we got the seller to throw in a 1-year termite treatment and warranty. And it's funny because then finally at the end, the septic tank had a few little minor issues. And so I called back the agent, and the agent's like, we're done. So we're up to $28,000. My seller is like getting ready to just
beat up.
Say, they're beat up. We're just gonna maybe take the house off the market. So we had to make the decision of, okay, we got $25,000 off the purchase price, $28,000 in essence in seller concessions, which is going to include a roof replacement and other things. And it's funny, we're at the closing table, right?
Well, I didn't even tell you. So you got through that. Let me tell you the rest of my side then.
Okay.
So I always try to set expectations correctly. I always overestimate a lot of the things. Well, it came back at the end that I had enough concessions left. We reduced the rate down to a 4.25. So we went down another 1/8 before we sent out closing docs. Tyler was so happy. I mean, obviously, you guys made him happy as well. But just saving that a little bit was a little bit of sprinkles on top, right?
Right.
So it was pretty cool.
It was so good to be true. I the next day I had to call you. I go, okay, are we talking about like a temporary 1-year rate? Because I'm like,
how do we got this?
How did you do it? You know?
Yeah.
It even shocked me.
It was great. I mean, it was great.
Yeah. So then it's funny. We're at the closing table, and so I get the full net settlement sheet. Mm-hmm. So I see both sides, and I see what the net proceeds are for the seller. So $25,000 off the purchase price, $28,000 in concessions, and now I believe that agent, they were done. That seller, all said and done, walked away with about $36,000, and they've owned it for years.
So our buyer just took them over. You guys, you took it over. I mean, $53,000 basically you took from list price on that property, which was more than 10% of what you got them under contract for. Incredible.
Yeah, I don't just if you're working with an agent and they're selling your house, find out what they're telling other agents. Don't say, hey, just send us an offer. Doesn't look like much.
Or maybe consider getting another agent if you're seeing offers coming across that are way low ball and your house's market. I mean, it's you got to interview. You got to interview unless you have that gut feeling like, hey, this person has my best interests in mind. You guys did an excellent job.
Oh, I appreciate that, and it's one of many stories. It's just the most recent story, and it's one of the more aggressive ones I've done in a long time. And the message for you as the viewer and the listener is don't be intimidated by interest rates. There are strategies and things that you can do that we, as real estate wealth managers, that we specialize in. And it's just one of the most recent stories of how we've negotiated on behalf of our buyers. This is the optimum market right now to be a buyer. And if you'd like to have a conversation with us, text the word offer to 623-AZ-RECON. That's offer to 623-AZ-RECON, or just type the word offer in the comments section.